Hello everybody. In this video, we take a look at, well, this is probably one of the most exciting VR experiences that I tried in 2023. It's called Realms of Flow, and I'm just going to describe it as the developer described it because they're probably going to describe it better than me. So Realms of Flow strives to offer unique immersive audiovisual atmosphere to provide thoughtful inspiration, evoke emotions, and create interesting, soothing, and meaningful states of mind that will hopefully enrich your palette of being. Immerse yourself in the infinite realms of flow. Now, all these apps are supposed to be, to help you, well, say, relax and, keep your negative thoughts away, and they're actually not effective at all. This is not the one. So let's take a look as part of the tutorial. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Thank you.
Realms of Flow is all about calming down and drifting away into deep and soothing states of mind. It uses a combination of stereoscopic video and interactive elements for breathing, mindful listening, playfulness, humming, and frequency entrainment.
Now, I can tell you this is one of the most polished VR apps that I ever tried. Starting from the UI, the visual, the music, and how everything blends together, and of course the most important thing, that it actually works. And I can tell you that I have some really negative thoughts lately that I try to keep them away, and I use this app and it allows me to disconnect, and it's not easy. I mean, I can try music, it doesn't help me because I always go back sometimes to those thoughts that I don't want to think about. And you have no idea how much it helps when you breathe slowly, breathe deeply, and give it time, your body really gets into a more, stable condition. Now, the app has lots of options, but it's very intuitive to use. For example, you can choose the distance of the visuals and the depth as well. Look how beautiful it looks. It looks amazing. Now, the game uses the controller, and the developer mentioned that they recommend turning off the hand tracking feature, so I actually recommend that you do so as well. You can do it in the settings. I'm using, by the way, here the Meta Quest 2. There's also an option when you do breathing exercise when you're actually lying down, which is an option to actually put one of the controllers on your belly, and the app can actually detect, when you're actually breathing, because it moves up and down. It's actually the first time I'm seeing something of its kind. And it also detects, for example, when you do moving with your hand, it will actually make some visual element that allows you to move your hands accordingly as you breathe in and out.
The indicator will appear when you have reached the required in and exhale distances. These distances can later be adjusted in the settings menu.
And this is the belly mode that I was talking about. Now, I'm actually doing it, but just so you know, you're gonna have an option to reset the view. So once you lay down, it will rotate the view properly, so you can view it as should be. So you can see I'm lying down on my back, and I just press the button, and it's just going to change the view, so I can view everything right now while actually lying on my back. Now, this app has different features. It's not just some of them are passive, some of them are active. For example, the element of play. Here, I need to move my hands and light them with their circles on the right side and on the path. The other one is rotating my head accordingly, so one of the elements will actually intersect with other elements in front of me. The next thing is the humming feature.
Next up is the humming feature. You can now hear a guiding humming sound on the out-breath. Try to hum in harmony with the sound when breathing out. Great start. You may notice a reverberating version of your own voice. Using your voice can be a powerful and freeing experience. You can start quietly and slowly get louder once you are comfortable.
And there's also the frequency entrainment. So basically there are different things which you can actually customize your own experience or use the default ones, which I'm going to show you right now. So basically the game has some kind of a timeline which you can actually allow you to easily create your own experience using those different features. Think about like a video editing, but instead of video tracks, you actually have those experiences on a timeline, as you can see here, and you can just disable them. On the left, you can see all of them on the left side. There's some toggles there. You can toggle on and off, and you can move the bars left and right or shorten them from each side and put them in the timeline based on the length that you want to experience them. And that's why I'm telling you, the features that you have here, this is something out of this world. Seriously, I've never seen something so well, and this is so intuitive as well. You think, oh, it's going to be complicated. It's very, very simple once you just play with it a few seconds. You can see there are different experiences here you can try, and more will be added from what I've read. All of them are unique and interesting, and let's take a look at a few of them.
Life holds a lot of turbulence. When it's storming around you, when the world seems opaque and complex, the ability to stay calm and centered is invaluable in order not to lose yourself, and indispensable to keep your mind healthy in the long run. You may be wondering how to avoid or prevent the storm. The truth is, storms happen. Sometimes you can see them approaching. Quite often they come as sudden surprises. Do you remember, back then, when you just play, completely at ease? You would let your imagination run wild, curious to see what might happen if you just tried this or that. The vastness of the universe is unfathomable for the human mind, full of hidden mysteries waiting to be discovered. The grace it emanates has attracted us since the beginning of time.
So as you can see, this is just incredible. And I have to tell you that through the experience, my first time, so many thoughts got into my mind. It feels like an afterlife thought. You're disconnected, you think retrospectively about many things in your life, like you're looking back in your life and all of the things that happened. Also, it gives you, when you can look at yourself from, let's say, a different perspective, like you're looking at an outsider of your life. And the most important thing is that I felt during the experience that I just disconnected, and being able to disconnect, this is the most important thing, because sometimes I thought, well, I just need to put positive thoughts in order to have less negative thoughts. But then I thought that it's just better for me not to have those thoughts at all, at least for the period of time where I actually felt like this kind of a meditation feeling that I experienced during the time I was using the app. Now, because it's VR, it's much more enhanced because you are right there inside the world. It encompasses you 180 degrees, and it just feels so much more immersive and effective compared to just watching, let's say, a YouTube relaxation video. Now, later on, I went on to customize my own experience with the timeline. This is great because when I didn't want to use the belly first, maybe in the evening, but when I do it seated, I want to create my own one, take out the features that I felt I'm not ready for this just yet. I wanted something easier. So being able to create one even shorter in time, and maybe get out the belly again out and focus on just the controllers, allows me to, well, get into it with my own pace and things that I like better compared to if it was something that is already predefined in the app, which I couldn't change. So this is by far the most amazing and effective mindfulness, let's call it relaxation app, that I try in VR. So professionally well made, and more features are coming as well. It looks beautiful, it's so immersive, The UI is great. It's simple and easy to use, although it has really great customization features. You can adapt it to your own, your own relaxation, let's say, exercise. So again, just everything made to perfection, and more features are coming. What more can you want? This is just a must have if you're looking for this type of apps. Thanks for watching.